What did they say to you?
Take it.
They said that? They said, that's a joke. Anyone else? What else did people say? Come on, shout it out. Let's go. Come on.
Why are you letting your hair go gray?
Oh, come on. We hate that person, right? Okay, for those of you that didn't raise your hand, how many of you live in fear of getting a comment like this, right? No one likes haters. So you're probably familiar with social anxiety, but if you've ever tried to sell or promote anything, chances are at some point you've experienced sales anxiety. You know, some studies have shown that up to 40% of people have experienced this at some point in their life or career, right? And so it seems like every week there's a new main character on the internet that gets skewered because they had the audacity to promote something or promote a sponsor, right? Whether it's courses or coaching or sponsorships, people are just, they're mad. Now, we all know that there's trolls on the internet, right? We all know that there's haters on the internet. See, when a hater gets me down, usually I go into a quiet room, I close my eyes, and I repeat this mantra from philosopher Cat Williams. Oh, wait, can we go back? Can we play that clip? We got to play the clip.
Got to play the clip.
We're going to wait for the clip, okay? Because this is really good. Let's... Oh, no, okay, never mind. Never mind, not. It's coming. Oh, here we go.
Job is to hate, so let them do their job. What the is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how to get to 16 before the summer gets here.
It's a great clip. Okay, screw six-pack abs by the summer, right? I need to find 6 more haters, right? Okay, now, just for a moment, let's do a quick thought experiment, okay? What if the haters are... What if the haters are right? Right? Why are you really selling this thing? Why are you really promoting this sponsor? Is it because you're going to make some money? Or because you know deep in your heart that this will actually serve your audience? And if you're thinking, can't I make money and serve my audience? Well, the answer is, of course, but not in that order. So if the money comes first and your audience comes second, it's no surprise that you're lying awake at night, terrified of the angry internet mob, right? So the good news is that you can actually do a very simple exercise that will turn your audience's pitchforks and shovels into flowers, teddy bears, and maybe even presidential endorsements. Are you ready? Okay, but before I can tell you what that exercise is, I can sense that some of you are a little bit confused about this whole audience-first idea. I mean, after all, didn't Steve Jobs famously say, people don't know what they want until you show it to them, right? I mean, it's a great quote. And wait a minute, I think I hear some inspirational piano music. Let's see if we can play the clip this time, maybe.
People don't know what they want until you show it to them.
Wait, 3 million views on TikTok, guaranteed, right? Definitely. Or maybe that one from Henry Ford, if I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. So what gives, right? Can we really learn anything of value from talking with our audience? Well, let me tell you a little story that I've seen play out over and over and over, right? Someone starts a podcast. They have no idea what they're doing, but they're pretty good at it, and it starts going really well, right? They're not making much money, but they just love doing it, right? Then it happens. They land a big guest. People in their industry start taking notice, right? They start getting connection requests on LinkedIn from some other big names. Their podcast download numbers start going up, right? For season 2, they think, you know what? I want to up the production quality, so they hire an editor, which isn't cheap, right? And then somewhere along the way, they think, it'd be nice to start making some money from this instead of spending it. Anyone ever had that thought, right? And this is how a lot of creators first float into sponsorships, by the way, because it seems like the easiest and most obvious way to monetize their growing influence. And so they decide to DM or email a brand that they already love, and they say, I've been using your software for 3 years. It'd be great to collaborate. So not only is that a terrible pitch for many reasons, but the most egregious is that it ignores the most important thing, which is that it's not about you. Firstly, brands don't care how much that you love them. That is table stakes. What they care about is finding more customers. And even though you might think that your audience is filled with prospective customers chomping at the bit to sign up for the brand's enterprise tier, do you really know? We have collectively deluded ourselves into thinking that the only data that matters about our audience is whatever the social media platforms tell us. Age, sex, geography. The worst part is that brands sometimes perpetuate this by asking for that data. Now, I'm not saying that demographics don't matter at all, but what I am saying is that I am more than a super average white guy. Well, I'm actually 5'6", below average white guy. Well, I usually round up to 5'6.5". Moving on. All of these things categorize me from the outside. But what truly matters is what's inside, right here, right? If you only view me through demographics, you are missing that I'm worried that I only have a few more years with my kids before they want to spend more time with their friends than they do with me. I'm worried that I'll let my wife April down if this new business fails just like the last one did. I'm worried that I'll hype my book up so much, and then when it launches, people will think it sucks. I want so badly to be a better speaker that I hired a speech coach for this event so that I wouldn't make a fool of myself up here on this stage. Those are the things that really define me. And so if that's what's inside of me, imagine the hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of individual stories inside of your audience. Their hopes, their fears, their dreams, their problems. Those are the things that really matter. How can you actually help improve their lives? And the brilliant thing is that you don't actually have to imagine. We can just ask them. We can create a simple Google form or Typeform survey and link it in your next post. You say, hey, name, I want to learn more about you. I'm planning out my next series of posts, and I want to make sure that they serve you. What type of job do you have? Do you have a partner? Do you have kids? How and when do you typically consume my content? Is it in line at the coffee shop for 2 minutes, or do you sit down every weekend and catch up on my most recent posts? What problems do you have, and what keeps you up at night? Is there any type of product that you wish that I offered that I don't, and why? What types of brands and products and services are you interested in right now, and why? Are there other people you'd like to see me collaborate with, and why? And by the way, if you feel intimidated to do a full-blown survey like this, or maybe think your audience won't be into that, you can ask them casually during in-person conversations, or maybe even one at a time on social media. One of my students, Christian Taylor, felt constrained by the limited number of brands that he felt he could partner with in his online tech-focused niche. So he posted a simple survey on his YouTube community tab. And he discovered that the majority of respondents were also interested in home security. He was shocked, and he immediately crafted a pitch to a major residential alarm company. It was instantly clear to him how he could integrate a brand like that into his videos in a way that felt authentic and audience first. And so the goal is to stop operating in an echo chamber and get deeper texture to better understand what makes your audience tick. There are two extremely powerful things that happen when you do this. Now, when you're pitching a brand, for example, your pitch shifts from, I love you, please pay me, to here's proof that a bunch of people in my audience want to hear about your brand. Your job is to help your individual audience members achieve transformation. When you ask them, what types of brands, products, or services are you using or interested in right now, and why, the brand's SaaS or products or services or events can serve as the bridge for that transformation. But hold up now, it's not just your sponsor's products that can help. Remember, we have a bunch of psychographic insights now, right? We also ask, is there any type of product that you wish that I offered that I don't, and why? That gives us insight into the courses, or the digital products, or the books, or the coaching, or the events that you should be offering to your audience to help them. You know what I learned when I surveyed my audience? Well, number one, that people prefer learning on their own instead of the live cohorts that I was doing for years. And number two, well, as one gentleman so eloquently put it from earlier, the services that I offered were a little too rich for their blood. So, you know what I did? I put two and two together, and boom, that's why I'm writing my book, Sponsor Magnet. And by the way, I'm in the messy middle of working on the manuscript right now. Do you think that I rented a secluded cabin in the woods with no internet, right? I'm going to hunker down for 6 months, and then I'm going to emerge with my masterpiece? No. I asked my audience if anyone wanted to read the first 4 chapters. Terrifying. But how else would I get such useful feedback as way too long, I don't like how it sounds, and elaborate here, people are dumb. So, in all seriousness, though, my audience has left such incredible and deep and rich feedback, and they've brought up things that I never would have thought to include, and I know that my book is going to be better for it. Right? And so by doing surveys, we are more informed about the types of products that we should be offering ourselves, the types of brands that we should reach out to, and there's one more thing that we asked, right? Are there other people that you'd like to see me collaborate with, and why? Those become your alliances, where you can recommend other people's products, services, SaaS, events, courses, books, coaching. Don't you think that your friend's course is amazing and could really help your audience? You better let them know about it. So these are your audience first offers. I call it your PSA, your products, your sponsors, and your alliances. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Justin, if I tell my audience about other brands or other creators' stuff, they'll have less money to buy my stuff. Well, there's been a ton of research about this as well, including a recent study that LinkedIn did that found that 88% of people buy only when they see a salesperson as a trusted advisor. You know what a trusted advisor does? They're open to honest feedback. Look, all the cool kids are doing it. Where's Jay? He's doing it, right? All the cool kids are asking their audience these things. And by the way, quick story, a bit ago, I had someone join my introductory course, and she went through the entire thing, took the survey at the end, and rated it a 3 out of 10. That was the lowest by far that anyone has ever rated my program. And so I read the survey in detail, and it was clear that she should have taken my more advanced program. And so even though she did not ask it, I proactively refunded her. And you know what she said? The refund received without requesting it made me respect you even more. You are delivering a unique value proposition, and I hope you can leverage it more through self-paced courses. I joined the waitlist for your more advanced program, and I'm looking forward to receiving more details. And you know what? She joined it, got a lot out of it, and rated it super highly. So when you have an audience-first mindset, right, when you introduce them to something that is going to help them in their lives in a very profound way, whether it's your stuff, a brand stuff, or someone else's stuff, people are going to love and trust you even more. To the point where you post stupid videos on the internet showing the LED backpack that you use when you walk around conferences with your newsletter link, people will ask for your affiliate link before they buy it. Wow. Selling doesn't feel so scary now, right? It's not icky or dirty or something that you do just to keep the lights on. Selling is serving. You want to know the most remarkable part about audience first offers? You'll actually make more money in the end. So, the next time that you're feeling scared to sell or promote something, remember that there will always be a vocal minority who want to bring you down. But there will almost certainly be a silent majority who prefer DMing you after that very same post from the beginning and say, hey, Justin, I saw your Think Media interview on YouTube, and I wanted to contact you for a consultation appointment. So your real job is to encourage the silent majority to speak up. So what I hope to leave you with today is clarity. But the truth is that I actually can't give it to you. Only your audience can. So you have to ask them. By the way, every single person in this audience should join my newsletter at creatorwizard.com/join, or you can scan this QR code because you'll see one of my audience first surveys in action. Thank you very much.